All right, one take, no bloopers, here we go.
Hi, honey. Did you miss me?
With every bullet so far.
It's Monday, August 12th. Is this mic even hot?
1, 2. How are the levels? Are we getting good levels? Just tell me when we're ready.
All right, I'm JB, and welcome to another edition of What's On Today with Discovery Bay, home of the YouTube Comic Book Community Channel Guide. This is the show where I'm going to share some of my top picks from the sea of comic content that was released yesterday. Then I'm going to run down a lineup of content creators that are either releasing, premiering, or going live. Now, halfway through that lineup, we're going to break for a segment titled the Instagram Tag of the Day. And then finally, to close today's show, I'm going to open a random package from that crazy, stupid pile of comics I still have left open, and a segment titled What's in the Box Already? So, let's get started with a quick recap of yesterday's highlights. There are links to these channels in the description below. These channels have been discovered. Well, you all know I take Sundays off for the family, right? And I normally skip the recap. But today I had to call out two shows that were just plain awesome. Okay, for the first item on the recap, head over and check out my boy Chad of 90MF Comics for the replay of a live stream titled Sunday Night Slab Down, Comic Battle, D-Runk versus Mr. Garrell. Let's take a peek.
Welcome to another Sunday Night Slab Down. And as always, I am your host, Y290, because YouTube is 90. And as always, I got my brother from another mother to bring the hot commentary to you guys on the Sunday Night Slab Down, and that is my brother, the Macho Head AT4.
The cream of the crop of the YouTube content. We're getting ready for the madness. Couple combatants ready to bloody up their knuckles. Yeah, can't wait.
Mr. Garrell is representing the black and red, going up against the black and white brand. This should be one hell of a matchup. 84, what you think about that entrance?
It's just too much fun, man, to see who took this match and more great content from the 90MF Comics channel. Click the link right here. Okay, for the last item on the recap, check out the replay of a live stream from Everett and the boys over at the 3 Men in a Basement Comics and Collectibles channel titled Tom King Joins 3 Men in a Basement live from day 2 at Terrificon. Let's take a look.
Hey, what's up, man? How you doing? Good. Did you go to the show today?
All day.
All day.
Mr.
Yeah.
King!
Yeah.
This is Tom King!
It's Tom King!
Are you kidding?
Yes! Please come out tomorrow, man. Come out, please.
Play man waiting on me.
You got? All right. Okay.
I'm trying to get a sketch from you tomorrow. Am I live on something?
You're live on YouTube on 3 Men in the Basement.
Hey, guys.
Hey, what's up, man? What's up? In the basement?
I'm Tom. Roger. Nice to meet you. Talk really quick about a sketch tomorrow. A sketch tomorrow, yeah.
You get a lot of that?
They get a lot of that?
You get a lot of that?
They're all free. They're horrible.
Okay.
The worst artists in comics. Yes. If people ask the sketches just to mock me,
Really?
wait in line for 2 hours to mock me.
Yeah, right.
I appreciate that.
There you go.
competition.
How are the crowds today?
Great.
Great? You got all right?
Super good.
All
Yeah.
right. Nice.
Yeah. Every time people show up, I'm surprised.
Right, you're like, you guys actually like the stuff that I do?
I'm like, do you know me? I'm not that impressive a person.
Right. Yeah.
Like some people get their pants on one leg at a time. I just trip over my pants.
Right.
Take a look. To see the entire ad hoc interview and more great content from the team over at 3 Men in a Basement Comics and Collectibles channel, click the link right here. Okay, now let's get to today's lineup and find out what's on today with Discovery Bay. All of these times are listed in both Pacific Standard Time and Eastern Standard Time, and there are both video and channel links with timestamps in the description below. Today there are only 10 shows in the lineup, and 7 of them are still going live. So, first up, at 5 a.m. Pacific, 8 a.m. Eastern, we have a new channel, for me anyway. Over at the ETA Nick channel, Nick released the next video in a series titled Hot SPEC vs HOT FLIP, Episode 5. Alright, at 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. Eastern, over at the Comic Core channel, Drew Manchu premiered a video titled Drew Manchu's Comic Book Reviews, Batman number 76. At 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern, over at the Comic Book Villain channel, which really is the official home of the largest new comic book day hauls, he released the next edition in his series today titled The Comic Book Villains 83rd Unboxing Video for August 12, 2019. Okay, next up at 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern, we have our first live show of the day. This time over at BUB'S Comics, Come join the fun of the No Faces Comic Chat, hosted by the trio of BUB'S Comics, DS Comics, and Metarog. Okay, at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, we get another live stream, this time from the team at MCE, which stands for Marvelous Collectibles and Entertainment. They have a weekly live stream called That Geek Show. Now, this show has one of my absolute favorite YouTube segments called Display or Nay, and you don't want to miss that one. Okay, this is the halfway point in the lineup, and it's time for the new segment titled the Instagram Tag of the Day. And today's tag comes from Matt at Mr. Comics 89. He tagged me this morning for Marvel Monday and came with an amazing Spider-Man number 17, the second Green Goblin. So I in turn posted this for Marvel Monday, my House of X and Powers of 10 comics, which I just recently read and it was absolutely fantastic. And I tagged Joe Ryan Comics, Drew Manchu, Gemmint Collectibles, and Chino Comics and more. Alright, well that was fun. Let's get back to the lineup. Next up at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, we get our next live stream of the day from, guess who? That's right, Matt at Mr. Comics 89 channel. So he's going live today with a stream titled Amazing Spider-Man Mega Key Unboxing. And you just saw that post. He has an awesome ASM collection. I can't wait to see what he has for us today. Okay, at 6:30 p.m. Pacific, 9:30 p.m. Eastern, we have another live stream. CBSI presents Tales from the Flipside, episode number 80. Now, the team at CBSI will be discussing all the latest news in the comic book speculation market. Stop by the chat to join in the discussion and leave a thumbs up. Alright, at 7 p.m. Pacific, 10 p.m. Eastern, over at JP's Budget Collecting channel, we get the next edition of a live show titled Collecting Smart, Episode 12, To Slab or Not to Slab. So let's join Jason and co-host Matt of The Boy Who Had 7 as they host guests Metarog and TJ the Slab Dragon Watson. That sounds terrific. It should be good. Okay, also at 7 p.m. Pacific, 10 p.m. Eastern, over at the Comic Core channel, Alec should be going live with a stream titled Story Comic Core. Now join Alec of White Whale Comics with John of John's Comics with Kids, Caleb the Comic Smurf, and Chad of 90MF Comics in the chat. That one's going to be good too. Alright, well the last item on the lineup and the last live show that I know about starts at 7 p.m. Pacific, 10 p.m. Eastern, over at the home of the New York Warriors channel. We get a live show titled Chillin' with the New York Warriors. So come join Biggie, Manny, Joker, Jeff, Marky in the chat as they discuss all things comic related. Well, that's it for today's lineup, but now for a new segment I'm calling What's in the Box Already. And this part's off script, and you know what? I'm just going to grab one on top. It is actually from Billy at Economics and Comics, and this is probably my Patreon gift because I'm a Patreon supporter of Billy's, and he sends comic books based on your level to his supporters. So let's check it out. Let's see what I got from Billy. Wow, this is really nice, Billy. Thanks. All right, so my gift this month from Billy's Patreon is a signed Batgirl number 34. A signed Batgirl number 34. At least it says signed. I wonder where it's signed at. Oh yeah, right there. Cool. Right underneath the flap. Signed. Don't know who it's signed by. I'm going to put that on the back. And that is Economics and Comics monthly Patreon gift from Billy, and I got a signed comic. That's really nice, Billy. I appreciate that. All right. So, before I close, I would like to take a moment to recognize our channel's newest Patreon member, Tony Fett. Thank you so much for believing in our vision enough to support us on Patreon. Now, if you're not familiar with the Tony Fett channel, please check him out at the link right here. Okay, well, thanks for taking the time to watch me and our channel today. Please visit me on Facebook and Instagram, where I'll be posting this schedule with any ads and or changes this afternoon. We also have a Patreon page if you're interested in supporting the channel. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a like. If you know of anyone who might be interested in this information or may want to be included in the show, please share this with them. Also, drop me a comment below on how I can improve the show or if there's a channel out there that I should be watching. Now, if you're not already a subscriber, think about subscribing so you don't miss any of this great new content. Who knows? You may find your new favorite channel today. And as always, do not forget, we had a good time. I'll see everybody later in the chats tonight. Bye.